As day 22 of the government shutdown comes to a close, let's bring in Maryland Representative and the House Freedom Caucus Chairman, Dr. Andy Harris. Dr. Harris, first of all, thank you so much for joining us tonight. As you know, the shutdown largely over the extension of the health care subsidies. So to start, let's just play part of what House Minority Whip Catherine Clark said in a recent interview about the ongoing stalemate.
I mean, shutdowns are terrible. And of course, there will be, families that are going to suffer. We take that responsibility very seriously. But it is one of the few leveraged times we have.
All right, your reaction, Dr. Harris. How do you interpret what you just heard?
Well, look, the bottom line is that we should just reopen the government. We're going into our fourth week. This is craziness. The duty of Congress is to keep the government funded after September 30th. We can discuss a whole lot of other issues, but the most important thing is keep people on the job, keep our essential workers getting paid, keep our military getting paid. That's what's important.
All right, there is a Senate vote, as you mentioned, on Thursday to pay essential government workers. Many have said it'll fail. What is the Republican strategy?
Well, I don't know what the Democrat strategy is because they want that to fail. They don't want our military to get paid. They don't want our air traffic controllers to get paid. They don't want our federal law enforcement to get paid. This is craziness. I mean, they want people to go to work and not get paid. They're going to have the opportunity Thursday to change their minds. If the Senate passes it, it will come to the House first thing next week, and we will pass it out of the House. And fortunately, our military will be paid, our air traffic controllers will be paid, and all the people we're asking to go to work who are essential will be paid during the shutdown.
Thursday is shaping up to be a critical day, a critical time for farmers, of course, some of whom have been critical of President Trump's recent trade actions. In a post, Secretary Rollins said the USDA, we've got it pulled up here, will resume Farm Service Agency core operations on Thursday. What will the real impact be to farmers?
Well, obviously there is an impact if the Farm Service Agency stays closed. They can't process the paperwork that our farmers need to get the help from the federal government, whether it's loans, whether it's, again, crop insurance, things like that. The bottom line is that the president, again, has figured out a workaround. He shouldn't have to. The Democrats in the Senate should just vote to reopen the government. But just like he figured out a workaround to get our military paid on that first mid-October paycheck, he's going to do a workaround on the Farm Service Agency, and thank goodness for our farmers.
And obviously, both sides are wanting this government shutdown to end. The longest one lasted for 35 days at the end of 2018 to 2019. I know you were in office during that time, obviously a different time. How is that different from what's going on now?
Well, now the Republicans say, look, let's go ahead and keep the government open. At that time, it was the Republicans who wanted to repeal Obamacare. At this time, it's the Republicans say, look, let's keep the government open and we can negotiate all the other side issues. But again, that's the big difference between now and 2018. Obviously,
day 2022 come to a close. What are you hearing from your Senate colleagues?
Look, we hear that they may keep it closed through Thanksgiving, and that would just be terrible because, again, our military, our air traffic controllers, they will miss paychecks. We're asking them to work, but they're not getting paid. That's just not right. The Senate should pass that bill Thursday.
So you highlighted real people impacted by what is going on. Maryland Representative Dr. Andy Harris, thank you for joining us tonight on the National News Desk.
Thank you.